I'm going to give the same disclaimer that I gave the other day because I'm filming this on the same day because, believe it or not, you don't see this as soon as I've recorded it. We have to bulk them sometimes. Ignore the inconsistent lighting. It's bloody boiling in the UK right now to the point where I can't even put my lights on because it's that hot. So this is just the natural sunlight coming through the window. As you can see, my hand here is extremely white. I'm not just a weird colour. I actually just have a weird lighting setup. With the current sun outside. Maybe if I sit this far back, it'll actually help me. It doesn't look like it though, so I'm going to move back to my desk. Anyway, let's talk about something that I saw on Reddit, as we usually do over here, and it was posted by No Pianist 7807, and they said this: do you guys think that Russell T Davies wanted his Doctor Who to last longer? I was watching a video by Crispy Pro, a Doctor Who YouTuber, where he discussed the original plan for the post-Chris Chibnall era. I did watch this video as well, bloody brilliant. Like, check out Crispy. I mean, chances are if you know me, you know him, but check out Crispy Pro. He makes some great videos going over like the history of Doctor Who and what was originally planned for every Doctor incarnation, and it's some crazy stuff of like what we could have had. But I think we've ended up on quite a good track record for Doctor Who, I do think. In the video, he mentions how the idea for David Tennant, 10th and 14th Doctor, return first came to him after David and Catherine Tate appeared in the Doctor Who rerun watch-along during the beginning of COVID-19. Originally, Russell wanted Doctor Who Disney Plus specials to be never-before-seen adventures of the Doctor and Don Noble, instead of taking place in the modern day. And this would mean Ncuti Gatwa would have been the 14th Doctor. Something that many fans probably wouldn't have referred to as the concept of bi-generation was controversial and stupid. Something that the fans would have preferred is what he's trying to say here. It takes away from the suspense and impact of regeneration as a whole. Anyways, all of this got me thinking, what if Russell wanted his second Doctor Who run to last longer? Because he was giving us fans non-stop Doctor Who content with the Disney Plus specials, his 2 seasons of Doctor Who, and of course the War Between the Land and the Sea miniseries, and he wanted fans to have something during COVID whilst we all waited for the next Doctor. Thoughts? So, I don't think this is speculation. I think 100% Russell wanted his thing to last longer. I mean, and we don't know. He's not actually gone yet. There was some weird wording over the press release for the Christmas special saying like Russell has agreed to write us a brand new episode. But again, there's no official word on the street that he has left. They could say that even if he was the showrunner. You know, if after season 1 they said Russell's agreed to write season 2, it's like, oh great, he's agreed to do it. So I think there is a chance he'll stay. I do think it's more likely he'll go because he's got a brand new drama called Tiptoe coming out this weekend, which, well, tomorrow in the time you're seeing this, so I'm very excited to watch Tiptoe. I might do like a review on this channel and call it something clickbaity, like Russell T Davies can still write and stuff like that, because it's looking really good. Tiptoe is looking fantabulous. Check it out tomorrow night, 9 PM on Channel 4. Not that I'm being paid to say that or anything, but he is pitching another show soon, he mentioned, so I think chances are he might be gone, but I think he did want his time to last longer because of, like you say, the War Between the Land and the Sea and his 2 series of Doctor Who. He wanted to do like a Marvelization or a Star Warsization of Doctor Who where they have all these spin-offs and things happening. I think he wanted the ideal thing of spin-off series and main Doctor Who series every year. That's what he wanted. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. It didn't happen. So that is a shame. However, I also think it's worth mentioning that Russell didn't originally plan to take over the show again. Russell wanted to do the 60th anniversary specials. I think, I don't have a source for this, but I'm pretty sure I remember him saying that they wanted to do as many as they could. If the BBC could afford 6 episodes for the anniversary special, he'd have done 6. If they could afford 8, he'd have done 8. If they could afford 10, he'd have done 10. Which, you know, controversial as that is, I wouldn't have actually minded that. But in the end, they gave him 3. And I think if he wasn't coming back to Doctor Who as the main showrunner, then those 3 episodes would have been perfect. I think they're good. I think some of them are great. I think The Giggle and Wild Blue Yonder are great. I think The Star Beast has its bad bits, but overall is pretty good too. So I have no complaints there. And I think Russell would have poured his heart and soul into that if he wasn't then taking over the show again, which I don't think was the original plan at all. And I think we have like confirmation on that. So I think once he had the idea to come back, he wanted it to be longer and last longer than it did. I think he thought the Disney renewal was dead cert. He spoke about writing season 3 already. The collapse of Disney's involvement and Gatwa stepping back put a fork in that, but RTD was probably quite hurt and surprised of the public response. 100%. He's just a bloke. We need to remember that he's just a bloke and he wanted people to enjoy his show and they didn't. And instead of just going, I didn't enjoy that, they attack him online and send him death threats for it. It's so horrible. I know I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I did that to Chris Chibnall. I apologise, Chibnall. I've realised recently what I did. I don't mean I didn't send him death threats, don't get me wrong, but like I would make videos on here being like, Chris Chibnall, you were the worst writer Doctor Who's ever had. It was the worst era ever and I wish it never happened. But I take that back now. Right, it wasn't for me and I'm happy to just say that. But this just got way too out of control. Like, the people hating on it, and like this person said, Tin Machine, he did say he had plans for like season 5 scripts, and they were like, they'd only just done season 2, and now season 5 is probably never going to happen. So it's gutting. It is gutting, because as someone who enjoyed RTD2's era, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I liked Shooty Gatwa. I loved him in Sex Education. I loved him on Doctor Who, and I think it would have been great to see him stay for 5 seasons. Instead, he broke the 3-season rule like they promised, but it was the other way, which is a shame. So, yeah, I don't know why they didn't just sign 3 main seasons of the show instead of giving us the War Between. But then again, I like the War Between, so I don't know. My hand is so bloody white. But I like the War Between. Why don't they sign 3 seasons of the show and the War Between? I don't get it. I don't know. Look, anyway, I'm going to stop waffling because it makes me sad talking about this topic, and I talk about it all the time. But thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments, do you think RTD wanted to last longer? Do you wish he did last longer? Do you hope he's going? Do you hope he's staying? Let me know, please, down in the comments. Whilst you're there, drop a like. If you didn't enjoy, drop a dislike. That would be, well, it's fine. You can pick what you want. There's a button near the comments on mobile. If you press the hype button, it pushes my video out to way more people. Thank you very much if you do so. Hit the subscribe button with the notification bell. I post every single day, so you get notified about that if you press the notification bell. So stick around for that. And if you want to become a channel member, you get a shout out at the end of every video. You get a shout out at the end of the next video if you leave a super thanks, but channel members get a shout out at the end of every video. You get loads of bonus content, early access, member-only videos, and stuff like that. But mainly it just helps me out. So if you could do that, means the world. If not, no worries. Absolutely fine. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later with my extremely white pale hand. I'll see you later, and ta-ra.